Hey, I'm so excited tonight. I have some of my old friends on this little discussion panel with me, and all of us have been in a company that went away overnight. We were left adrift, and I am so grateful that we found a company that not only gives us the physical advantage, but a mental advantage too, that we actually have nutrition that will help our brains function better. I wish I would have had this years ago when I was going through stress, because there's a lot of bad things going on today. They talk about 401ks turning into 101ks. People don't know how they're going to fill their tank. And I am so grateful to be in a company with integrity that has made a profound difference for my health, my kids' health, and my grandkids' health. With that, I get to introduce you to some of my friends tonight. The first one is Terry Johnston. Terry, it's so good to have you with us tonight. Talk to us a little bit about your transition into this new industry for us.
Well, for me, it was important to have a reputable company, a company with history, which Shaklee has. They've been around since 1956.
Yep.
And also a company that had products that, initially I was in a business that didn't really have a product, and it went away overnight. One Thursday, you get an email saying, sorry. So first, I wanted to look at something that was reputable.
Right.
And the other side, as I was getting older, and I was in my 50s and I was starting to have health issues. So I was looking for something that had products would help boost my health.
Right.
And Shaklee fit the bill on that. And the first while for me, I took the products, took the benefits, lived better, felt better.
Nice.
But it wasn't until I retired at 65 that I really looked at myself. And I do mean looked at myself, because I bent over to tie my shoes one day and I couldn't tie both shoes without standing up and breathing. So that put me on I was looking at my granddaughter thinking I wouldn't even get her to see graduating out of maybe grade 8, let alone high school or university. So Shaklee at that time had a product called 180. I followed it to the letter. I ended up losing a little over 2 pounds a week.
Wow.
Fat and not muscle.
Yeah.
And it took me a while because I went from a little over a 50-inch waist size down to 36, I guess, roughly.
Wow.
So I can tell you when you lose that much weight, you have a lot of loose skin.
Tell me about it.
I slowed down to get rid of that rather than keeping on losing 2 pounds every week.
Right.
And ended up, not having to get any cosmetic surgery.
Nice.
I found a way of re-educating. So I ate good foods, stuff that I liked. And it's been sustainable because I lost it at age 65. I started to lose it. I'm 74 now, and the weight I've kept off, except for maybe 15 pounds I put on while I was locked up with COVID.
Yep.
But it's been a great experience.
And what's the total weight that you lost?
85 pounds.
Wow. Great job, Terry. I'm really proud of you.
Over a third of my weight.
Wow. Isn't that amazing? And you're healthier and stronger today than you were when you started.
Yes, far better. And the company is healthier and stronger than when I started with it.
That's great. I love it.
All I was doing was looking for personal health. Now I'm looking for financial health, which is a whole nother subject, but it's probably Shaklee's most important product.
Right. You're on the right track. We don't know another company where there's 4th and 5th generations getting paid on what was started back in the 50s. I've been in this industry since my baby was born, and she's 43 years old, and I've never seen a company that even a first generation would take over and get paid. So the fact that Shaklee has continued on all these generations is the reason I chose Shaklee too, the integrity and that it had that solid foundation. I mean, I didn't want to build on another company that could disappear overnight. So with that, thank you so much for sharing that. And now we're going to talk to Terry and Maureen. I think Maureen, we're going to have ladies first here.
Thank you. When we were first introduced, I really was very looking for something for better cleaning in my home just because of having allergies. And so it was like, wow, Basic H, can't beat it. Use it all the time now, every day. But I also wanted to strengthen my body for my allergies too. So yes, using some of the supplements and increasing that, as I found what was working for me has really made a big difference in my life. So yeah, I just need to get out there and start sharing with more people about all these good, great things. And certainly the whole idea of let's get sharing it with people so they can maybe make some money too.
That's right. I love it. Terry, let's hear it from you.
Well, I guess, like Cheryl said, we came from another company that kind of disappointed everybody. So my introduction to Shaklee, I was quite skeptical, you might say. I thought, oh yeah, they're talking about all the testing they do and all of this and all of that. And I said, yeah, anybody can do testing and have reports and stuff. And as far as my health, I thought I felt pretty decent, and I do. So then once we got involved to the company and you see more about it, you realize that yes, all companies aren't created equal, and start using the products. And it turned out that, yeah, I was feeling pretty good, but once I started taking the products, and then it's when you don't take the products, that's when you start to realize, oh, I was feeling better then. And that's kind of a wake-up call, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, and the integrity of the company, like it's just everything that it's supposed to be, and yeah, I have a lot of faith in the company, the products, and the leadership especially, and the community. It's a sense of community of like-minded people.
Yep.
Everybody is involved
Yeah.
because they want to be involved and they want to help people.
That's right. Yep. I love that we can have impact at scale. When I think
Right.
back to the 70s when we were looking at inflation and times were tough, I was in construction and interest rates went up to 17%. I was having babies in the 70s. And I often wonder if I had had these products that Shaklee has invested $400 million on research and development. And if I would have had these proven potent products back then, I might have made different choices, but I'm not going to regret anything because I love where I am today. And I love that we have been able to help others become healthier. There's a movie called Limitless where they're selling illegal drugs that help people be smarter and they get an advantage. Well, we have two different brain products that I almost think give us that advantage, but they're legal and they're organic, they're natural, they're being studied by universities all over the world. And when you talk about your grandbabies and not knowing if you'd see them graduate, 11 years ago, I had cancer. Doctors gave me 6 months to live, but they didn't know that I was 60 years old. So they thought that meant my time had expired too, but they didn't realize I had been building my immune system and building my strength for years with these organic supplements. And that I'm still here 11 years later. So I did get to see my granddaughter graduate from high school and college and get her degree as a registered nurse. And now another granddaughter just graduated from college. But if we hadn't come to this company when we did, I don't know if I would have seen that. So I understand that completely, Terry. And with that, I'm just going to thank all of you for joining me tonight. We're going to do this every once in a while and bring on different points of interest. And with that, just thanks for joining us. I hope that you've heard something that will encourage you. Marty and I did a training on martyandcheryl.com called A Port in the Storm. And it is the reasons we chose this wellness company of all the choices out there. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks.